Hey now, everyone.
Now,
To a brand new episode of the Curfew Boys. Sammy with my cousin Chris, who's back. Zuki Boys here.
hey,
How you guys doing?
peachy.
Good. Happy to be back.
Everybody looks tired. are we
It's a
getting
midweek episode,
are we getting a beating from the snow that we've gotten dear old Montreal?
Our body's preparing us.
Winter is coming. It's like, no, it's not. Winter's here. Fuck.
It's almost finished.
I'm a bit like the girlfriend just got back from Cuba after a week, and like she came in at the perfect time, like a fucking major snowstorm. Like,
Thanks for bringing back the sunshine.
yeah.
Yeah.
The sunshine is back in my life right now. So
Smooth, Irish Simon.
yeah. Think I'm gonna win brownie points for that tonight. Anyways, we'll see.
He means sex.
No, I meant actual brownies. Hopefully, she could go make me some
Gluten-free.
brownies. If she could make me some brownies right now, that'd be really appreciated.
And we're canceled.
No, we're not canceled. Who gives a fuck?
I'm waiting for
This is
that
funny.
shoe to fly in Sammy's face.
I got the middle finger, so
Nah.
I just got the middle finger. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Seriously,
Not bad, man.
not bad. Everybody's doing good. It's a bit of a not a strange day, but today is obviously Mental Health Awareness Day in Montreal, probably across the nation as well. It's obviously something that's pretty important in everyone's lives right now, especially after what we've all went through for the past 2 years and so on, or even maybe before that. But it's something for me personally that you don't raise awareness on just one day. It's something that has to be done as much as possible and as best as possible.
Yeah.
It's it's something I take seriously, especially considering the job I do on a daily basis. Not saying that mine is more important than others I work around, but those that work in the medical field, the emergency field, military, we're a little bit more exposed to things that could give us PTSD or have a negative effect on the mental health. So it's one of those things that I think it's important, and not for both genders, male, female, but especially amongst men. It's something I think it's important that we kind of end the stigma, as men. Like we sometimes our pride and ego gets in the way, can't show feelings, can't show that we need help, but that's got to change. It's important for everyone, both men and women, to know that it's okay to not be okay. But on the other side of that, you could even look at the angle that it's okay to be okay. It's important to talk, and on the other side of that, sometimes it's okay not to talk. I know when we talk about mental health, real quick, guys, before we get into the hockey talk, like I feel like a lot of people think it's either black or white, or it's like there's one way to go about it. Honestly, everybody's different. Everybody deals with things differently, and I think it's important to understand that there's different ways of going about it when it comes to seeking help. Of course, it's good to talk, and it's good to talk to people that you trust. We've all been through that. We've all had times where we felt at a low point in our lives and we needed someone to help. The important thing is you find someone like Josh Anderson, Pizzetta, and Kovacevic said, like you find someone that you can trust, that you can reach out to every day. That's something that's important, but you do it at the pace that you're comfortable with. That's what I wanted to say about in terms of the mental health awareness. Just overall, we just want people to know that us as the Curfew Boys, we are available to listen if anybody needs help. We've had sometimes a few messages, people telling us like, thank God for you guys, like you guys helped me through whatever times. We've got messages saying that they've been down and out, and then somehow us listening to us help them. How? I have no idea, but I'm glad we did.
You know what it is, dude?
What is it?
I think it's that sultry velvet voice of Adri.
It could be, and that's
that the world needs more of.
and backstage. He's coming up now.
He's coming. There you go.
There he is.
I knew it, and I totally didn't know that you were here. By the way,
But he changed his name to Pierre Luc instead of
PLD,
Paradiso.
baby.
He's the brand new Pierre Luc Dubois in our.
Yeah, well,
how are you, Adri?
Not bad. How's it going, boys?
Not too bad. Did you hear my whole speech about?
I heard partial.
Partial. Okay.
Well, yeah, mostly backstage, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's obviously, like I said,
somehow people get better listening to us.
Hey, listen, whatever helps, we're happy. How? Like I said, I don't know. I don't know how you can listen to 5-6 raging Italians. How listening to them helps you out, but listen, if it does, we're more than happy to. But all that to say is that anybody anywhere could always reach out to us anytime. We're always happy to listen, happy to help out, and same goes out for everybody out there. You find someone that you can trust.
It depends what team you like, though.
If you're a Boston Bruins or Toronto Maple Leafs fan, I'm sorry, no, I'm
Find
kidding.
other friends to confide in.
Toronto, no. Boston, okay.
The Toronto, no. Boston will make a respectable decision, but and that's it. That's I don't know if you guys have anything to add about that, but that's
you pretty much nailed it all. The key of that message, and you could even see it in the way that Bell Media promotes it. Just talk. It's simple as that.
Yeah,
it's when you keep things in, things multiply, right?
But also it's important. Yeah, it's very good to talk, but sometimes you don't have to talk right away, and that's okay. No. You whenever, and I learned this recently in a post-traumatic stress class or course, like how to deal with someone that's going through that. Is that they say it's not good for the person to talk right away during a traumatic event.
Everyone has their own time.
Everyone does have their own time, but they say studies have shown that in order for the person to help not get over this, but move on, you wait like a good 2-3 weeks. But like you said, Zook, everybody is different. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with things. Some people need to speak right away, and that's good. If that's what helps them, more power to you. And like I said, and this is what I say too, it's good to talk. Sometimes it's good to wait to talk. It's okay to not be okay, and sometimes it's okay to be okay as well. And that's my message regarding mental health. Like that's and part of it is how I deal with things too. That's how I deal with things that are bothering me. There's times where I feel like, yes, if I need to talk to someone, I will reach out. I'm a lot more comfortable as a man to reach out for help. And if there's things I feel like, you know what, I could deal with this on my own,
You're a fireman, bro. There's no room for sadness.
Dude. And we
need your strength, Sammy.
You just discredited everything I just said. But we obviously have a sense of humor and all this. I understand it for sure. Sometimes laughter is
that's another part of
it's a good medicine. So
it could be.
I don't know if Chris, you want to add something.
I just again want to reiterate your point when you said at your own pace. I think that's extremely important, and it doesn't just have to. It's not going to go away overnight. So you might not only talk about it once. You might need to continue talking about it. It might linger, and that's okay. Continue talking about it, and there are always people who are not going to be there to judge you, and they're going to do everything in their power to continue listening to you and continue feeding you with the best possible advice. So. Open up at your own pace and continue to do so for as long as you need.
And that's it. So that's that. Let's get to the Canadians. I was at the game against the Boston Bruins on Tuesday night. Unfortunately, the Habs lose to the Bruins by a final score of 3-2. Awesome game. Actually, I think it was the first time I've ever been to a Montreal versus Bruins game.
I'm not wearing these colors because of the game last night. I promise.
I didn't even know. No, guys, seriously,
I just like this color.
There were so many Bruins fans.
I know. Okay, so I don't know if you saw Habs TV.
So many. Oh my God. So I did not see Habs Fan TV, but my father and I got there we got there at 5 o'clock. We got there, dude. We got there at 5.
Dedication, boys.
30 almost, I think. Not even maybe earlier.
I will
Like
do the same.
look, so you have to understand. My father is like, well, let's get there early. Who cares? Why stress out? Get there early. And you know what?
I like your
It was,
father.
it was his day off.
His Tuesdays are his days off, but I also like when Christmas came around, I told him I got us tickets for Christmas. Like he made sure he had that day off as well. So he had a month in advance. So you motherfucker better take the day off. It's okay. My father won't hear this. Anyways, so so we got there and like there were already, dude, no joke, there were already like Bruins fans at the front row in the Bruins zone, but ahead of us. The first people to walk into that building were all Bruins fans. I swear to God. They were all over the place. Literally, there was a third of the building was full of Bruins fans. And when they cheered loud. They made sure that they fucking heard us, those bastards.
Yeah.
But
it's the year for them to do that, though. They're on record pace.
Dude, man, I thought
they're going to beat the Canadiens record from 77.
No, they're not.
They're on pace.
They're not, dude. They're 3 losses away. They're 3 losses away from tying the
projected points at this pace for a full season. They're like 10 points ahead of that 1977 team.
No, I understand that, but that 1977 team only lost 8 games. Like I think
they also played less games too. But
they played 80. They played 80 games,
80,
not 82.
Okay.
So I mean, you're talking about a 2-game
similar.
It's very similar. Yeah. And believe me, I thought about, my God, please don't tell me the Bruins are going to beat that fucking record.
It's still not over, guys.
I don't think so. They still have to face. They're still strong.
But they still half a season almost, dude. Like,
but that's my point. Like they're going to lose another injury. I think they're going to lose another 3 games in regulation.
Yeah, for sure. It could have been last night.
Dude, and man, I thought they were. And as soon as the Canadians tied up to make it 2-2, I'm like, okay, they're gonna go. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go in overtime.
Yeah,
but fuck yeah,
it's because you opened your mouth.
But do you see the execution though? Like the level of execution per play versus the Canadians' quality. It's like, okay, we're getting there.
The big difference is you could tell like Boston's defense is. Amazing. They're
not
amazing.
only their D though, Sammy. If you notice, it's the D pass, the first pass to the fucking forward. It's so much crisper than ours.
But for most of the lines, but especially the Bergeron, Marchand, and Pasternak line, the way they circulate the puck in their offensive zone is ridiculous.
Yeah, but
they just circle and circle. Look, Marchand, that fucking piece of shit rat. As much as I hate him, like. Fuck, you watch him live and the guy's good. Pasternak, I actually really like him.
You'd want him in the team. So.
Sammy, do you know how many years of what's the word? Not seniority.
Experience.
Those 3 players that they've been together in the same team. What? It's over 10 years.
Not Pasternak though. No.
Not Pasternak. No, but I'm saying
it's good. 4
all
or 5,
those veteran leaders.
Years, yeah.
They know exactly where they are on the ice.
Yeah.
It's like
for sure.
It's like breathing for them, right? So the Habs are getting there in terms of like we're fairly recent with Marty St. Louis. He's instilling something that's only going to be we'll only see the fruits of this labor within the next 3-4 years, right? But we're getting there.
Marty loves their culture.
He does, yeah. Well, yeah. He's inspired by those teams, right? Like
he's 100% inspired.
Even teams like Tampa Bay.
In his pregame press conference, he says. He didn't say I love the culture they built, but he like praised them.
He really likes Bergeron. He really does.
Yeah, but like, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
No, but
I like Patrice Bergeron, even if he wears a Boston Bruins
but even
jersey.
Not even exactly. It's not about his team. Like even it's the person he is. Apparently, he's a whole other level in terms. of
but he's a lead. He's a true leader.
True leader. Yeah,
but
he's
it's
like a
crazy.
Marty St. Louis type.
But it's crazy how they're pretty much the same team with under Bruce Cassidy. Was a disaster. Jim Montgomery shows up, Montreal guy. And look at the season they're having.
No, but didn't Krejci come back too? Apparently, that was a big piece.
Yeah, because Bergeron
he was out. Well,
yeah.
There was also the changing of the coach.
Yeah,
and then there was Bergeron coming back, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
But I don't know how much the coach really has. Well, he's actually not bad.
There was,
dude. Yeah,
but
Bruce Cassidy was apparently terrible.
No. I'm saying the new guy, Montgomery. Or is that
they love Jim Montgomery. Jim,
yeah.
They love playing under
no, but like even in Dallas, he had a winning record, eh? Like he only got fired because of the media fucking news and all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
it wasn't really because of his performance. Like,
well, kind of look at the team they have now. Even though it's a different coach, they're still I'm projecting to be one of them that could potentially win the Stanley Cup this year.
Yeah.
Dallas Stars. And I wouldn't be surprised.
I would like Montgomery in the Habs. Fuck,
dude. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Dallas versus Boston this year in the Stanley Cup Finals.
You know what's crazy? At the beginning of the year, we were giving our predictions for who will be playing in the Stanley Cup, and I think it was even Anthony who mentioned Pittsburgh as that whole like one last dance kind of motif. And it's so funny because it actually feels more that it's that whole storyline is falling more onto the shoulders of Boston, that they might actually play out.
It's unreal though. Like, and
dude,
as much as
Chara. They're missing Chara as a part of that one last dance type thing. Sorry to cut you off, but
Tuukka Rask.
How legendary would Bergeron, go that status? He will definitely go into it if he wins the cup this year. It's like that Ray Bork fucking story, right? Like,
kind of.
He's about to retire. They trade him to a team that's winning, and he wins it in his final year.
Well, Bergeron,
a little different, but
Bergeron's the only player I can remember in recent years that he might retire under the team he got drafted by.
Yeah, well, that too. And I don't think he's going to retire. If the Bruins win the cup, I think he's going to sign for another year or two.
I think the opposite. I think if they win the cup, he's going to retire. If they don't win the cup, he might come back. That's what I'm thinking.
It's very possible.
It doesn't seem to be, according to the Boston media. I think if a team really goes far, really far this year, he's not going to retire. He might stay for another year or two because he still has juice. If you notice, look, he has 20-something goals already. It's like
he'll stay in the organization even if he retires.
No, for sure, he's going to definitely stay in Boston.
Coach?
But I doubt he's going to retire. No,
he's going to coach.
Not a coach, but maybe he's going to help with like the dev or with the juniors.
No, you know what's going to happen? Jeff Molson's going to bring a team back in Quebec City, and he's going to join that organization.
By the way, how fucking genius would that be if Molson owns the competition?
Well, before the game, Gary Bettman
controlled all that shit.
Well, Gary Bettman was at the game. Gary Bettman was there. He had a bit of a press conference. He met the media before the game, hinting that Jeff Molson is open to the idea that he would like to bring a team to Quebec City. There's no talks of an expansion team, but if it were, like, maybe
why not?
Dude,
why aren't they talking about this kind of stuff? Like, it's exciting.
Yeah, but
it's only going to bring people to hockey.
It is. But how many more teams do you want to add though to this fucking league?
Well, we have freaking teams that could barely fucking sell hot dogs in their freaking, like, why keep them? Why? Because it's in the States? Because of their footprint? It's garbage. There's a team.
I get it.
Dude,
I understand.
Buffalo fucking exists. It's right next to Toronto. It works.
Dude, the Buffalo Sabres, you got to keep.
But he's saying that because they're close by.
They're close by. Look, California has 3 fucking teams, dude. Like, they don't give a shit about hockey, dude. And this teams,
dude, it's growing in California.
It is, but it took them 40 years. Dude, I swear to God, if you fucking put a team in Quebec right now, it's sold out. Whereas in California, it took 15 years for that to happen. So
yeah, but dude,
where's the logic behind that?
Well, I get what you're saying. It's just, I guess,
it
I don't
works.
know,
American
money,
Canada.
Yeah.
Fuck the States. Hockey and Canada. That's what it is.
Well, we don't have that many cities to begin with.
Well, Christ. Well, the ones that do this whole team almost.
Look at Hamilton. They could easily afford to have. I'm not talking money. I'm saying just population.
Population, yes, but it's half an hour from Toronto.
Like, for sure, but that's the thing. New York Islanders, New York Rangers, shit like that could work. True. And I mean, I don't know.
But other than that, like, dude, I don't see any other Canadian city. Yeah, maybe Quebec City's probably the last one. I don't know about Hamilton in the East Coast. I'm not so sure either. Like, if you think of like Halifax, I mean, they have the Mooseheads, the junior team, but I don't know if they're able to. I don't know if they're able to sell out 41
small market.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do?
Farmers.
What are you gonna do?
Really a million people.
Dude, the Saskatoon Sasquatches. Like I don't see it.
Fucking Mississauga has more of a population.
I don't know, man. They have the junior team. Like, I get what you're saying, Zook. I really do.
I'm just saying, and it's going to relieve all this fucking media
I still don't
politics
think. No,
from
I
the
still,
Canadians.
no, I
100%. It's going to go back to
I
Montreal
don't-
Canadiens being the Anglo team and Quebec being the fucking French team. Which I'm
We're
nothing
already
against, but
we're
I'm
already
just
an
saying.
Anglo team. We have
Well,
an
it's
we have an
getting there.
Anglophone GM and we have an Anglophone coach.
And how long did it take for that to come back, Sammy?
Well, I'm just saying it has nothing. They did it without the Quebec Nordiques in place, and it's going to be like that for quite a few years now.
Yeah,
I just don't see it that happening. I don't see it totally leaving the Montreal politics of it. I don't. I really don't. I think it'll just double it. Just instead of one city,
No,
that we trash, it's going to be.
The focus is gonna be there in Quebec.
I don't
Pepsi
know,
Arena.
but I mean, like, dude, like you can have sponsors like Quebon Milk. Like, it's not going to change anything.
Vachon.
What are we gonna have?
Joe Louis, Pepsi.
I mean, it's. Anyways, okay. Listen, let's digress here. Get back to. We kind of lost track here, but it's a funny talk as well. But I really enjoyed watching the game yesterday. I thought the boys fought hard against the Bruins. I really did. I was expecting a blowout. I thought
It's the best we could have done, Sam.
Oh, I don't think you could ask for a better performance against the Bruins, given the circumstances of the team. There's no Caufield, no Armia, no Evans. We'll get to Caufield later on because we really need to talk about that. But again, the typical injuries. Gallagher's not there. Monahan's coming back. It's
Matheson looked not bad.
He was okay. I liked him.
And Barron too. Pretty well.
Dude, Justin Barron, he had moments of like, oh, he looks good, and then he had moments. Then he had moments where he's like, fuck, he's soft. So Justin Barron, he's I guess you could say he's a long-term project, but like the kid shows he can play. He could. His skating is good, but I've noticed he has to take a lot of strides in order to get to that speed. I hope it's something that maybe the development coaches could realize, or his trainers, that like, because dude, the amount of strides you take in order to get out of your zone and get into the offensive zone, it plays a big difference.
That's why Gouli's is so effective.
But dude, that's exactly that. Like if I think the amount of time it takes for a goalie to skate with the puck to get in the offensive zone is a lot quicker than Barron. But you could also say that Barron is probably a faster skater.
Top speed,
but
top end. Yeah,
Goulie's skating is phenomenal, and I don't know. What are I want to hear your thoughts on the game against the Bruins, boys.
I'm gonna be quick. I found it being very. I was surprised in a way where I was expecting the first period to go more towards Boston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like especially the first 10 minutes, they were out shooting us. We were still not bad, but
not by much. It was like 6. Shot was 6-1. The Canadiens were playing. They were,
and I was surprised of our D.
Yeah,
how effective they were in those minutes there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got that good bounce there in the part. Well, it was the first period or second period. The first goal, Dach. It was second period.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where I was like, okay, holy shit, we're gonna do what we do to the Bruins, like we do with the Leafs. We're gonna destroy them. Wait, then I was totally wrong. It's definitely not the Leafs we're looking at. It was the Bruins. They came back, and the quality of their D and everything, their passing, their plays, their execution was like, okay. Now I know why they've only lost like small games. Yeah.
So I hate praising the Bruins, but like as a hockey fan, like you have to respect them because they're like, you talk about their defense. Charlie McAvoy, fuck man,
it's not the same Bruins. I find, man, I find them being a lot more classy the last 4 years, and maybe that's because Lucic is not there anymore. I'm telling you,
Marchand's still there. Their fans are still the same.
Marchand's the only one, but he wasn't that fucking present last night. I'm sorry, but he wasn't that present last night.
Dude, he was a fucking man. I lost my shit when he dove against Matheson's penalty. Oh my god! Like the poor suckers that were sitting in front of me. I must have like torpedo spat on the back of their heads. I got up and I started yelling. My father didn't stop me. My father just like he was just shaking his head like I'm pretty sure it's like, this is my fucking son. I can't believe it. fucking embarrassment. Embarrassment to the Schiavone name. But Chris, you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. Completely unexpected, playing with 11 forwards rather than 12.
The fact that they even stayed.
Yeah,
it's been working lately.
Yeah, I was really, really hoping to see Jack beat the shit out of one of the Bruins players. I was really just waiting all game. I was going into the game expecting a blowout, but expecting a beatdown of at least
He
one of
was a
their
bit
players.
quiet, huh? He was a little
Yeah,
quiet. I
he
found,
was a little quiet. He was indeed a little bit quiet, but
He didn't play
it was
much.
still cool
but
to
that's
see
right.
the distance. The Bruins players kept their distance. There were a handful of like little battles in the corner with Foligno. I'm trying to think who else really,
Who was the guy? I forgot
even
who hit Suzuki, and Pizzetto dropped the gloves, but the fucking linesman stopped
Fordboard.
him.
I think it was
Fordboard.
Fordboard.
That's it. Yeah.
But long story short is that yeah, it was a completely unexpected game. Zuki mentioned like the unexpectedness of the Bruins in the at the beginning of the game, but I think one thing that really stood out too, just the way Boston could put on the Jets at the end of the game, like
That's
towards
it.
in the last 10 minutes
Yeah,
of the game,
yeah.
to
And
see how
that's
they can just shift, like the energy that they still have, the mental focus that they still have.
that's gonna make them go far in
Again,
the playoffs, buddy.
They don't look down and out at
No,
all.
they
no,
remind me of Tampa
they got
Bay a
better.
few years ago.
Yeah.
They seriously look better in that last 10 minutes,
Well,
and it's right when the team.
Strayman's a good goalie. Huh? Like you saw it, like once he started coming in, and they were splitting goaltender duties between him and Rask. Like you saw it that coming, actually.
Yeah,
How old
Swayman
is he?
and Allmark.
I don't know. I don't know how much Swayman is, but I actually stuck around to film their goaltender celly that they do. You know, something that the Canadians should
respect.
So the fuck. Anyways, but what did you guys think of Montembeault's game?
Okay, so that's a fucking great point. So that's a great part. Okay, the last couple games, I've been quite surprised. Where I'm like, who am I looking at here? Like, a totally different player, has definitely evolved from last season. I don't know if it's their goaltending coach or if he's just maturing at now. Like I know you guys keep saying that goalies, developed later than regular players. Look, he's 26, right? Yep. If he has another 10 years of good hockey, he'll only be 36. So it makes sense. Goalies
last longer.
Usually when they last, 36, 37, right? I don't know, man. Maybe we're overly hyping this, but I'm really excited to see the next 5 games. The next 5 games will tell us the true story. If he could maintain this pace or quality of play, even if we lose, but still maintain that quality of play, then we'll be like, okay, he's really onto something. If not, it's just fucking luck.
Well, look, I mean, Jake Allen is coming back. He should be good to go Thursday.
Did you see what Allen said today, though?
He's such a leader. He's such a good team player.
100%, man. I was just about to say. So he's like, I'm not gonna fight him. We're teammates or something to that effect. That's such a fucking thing to say.
I'm not gonna fight him.
No, but not fight him because I think the report was like, you're coming back to play, but with the recent quality of play of Montembeault, what's your take? He's like, I'm gonna let him play.
Well, look,
if he's hot, play.
Don't forget, but don't forget what Kent Hughes said in his press conference. Like, winning's good to a certain point this year.
So what? You're gonna put Allen?
No, you're gonna put Jake Allen.
Primo. But Primo.
Look, Primo right now, as we speak, is playing in Laval, and they're winning 1-0. So
that's what you should say.
Anyhow, so Montembeault, he's the strong point this whole month, in my opinion.
He's definitely going to win.
If there's a Molson Cup, it's going to be him
winning.
This month.
He's definitely winning it.
I want to ask you boys something before.
Yep.
Moving on. What do you think of Nick Suzuki's play the last 5 games?
Yeah, go, Chris.
Look, every player goes through small slumps here and there. I think Nick Suzuki is just like the other players around the league. You have superstars even who go through slumps. Let him figure out how to play without Caufield. I know that's only 2 games.
You think that's why he's slumping?
It's 2 games. I don't think it's necessarily because Caufield is gone. These guys at this point of the year might also be dealing with injuries that we don't know about. Like I was we're gonna get into it, but Caufield, you know how long he's been injured.
26 goals with injuries.
Exactly that. So Suzuki, he took a few hard hits during the season. You never know if there's anything that's ailing him in his play, but you know, he might just be going through a slump, and that's it.
He's still getting
time will
points
tell,
here and
but
there, but like I'm just saying.
You know what I think? I truly believe he's focusing a lot on making sure he controls the play properly to find the guy open, and he did that a lot with Caufield, especially on the power play. And I truly think he's not being selfish enough. That's where I'm. That's the direction I'm gonna go. I think he's trying too much to.
I think you're right.
He's not trying to deke the shit out of guys. He'll try the moves once in a while, but I think he's trying to control the puck a little bit too long to the point where he has to find the open guy. Because look, let's be honest, his playmaking abilities is probably one of the best on this team. His passing is unreal, and like his deception wise is real. I think he should be a little bit more selfish. Like fucking man, like try to get open. Fucking try wiring it. You know, you try taking the shots, trying to score. I think he's that's my take.
Can I ask you guys this too, just as an observation? Nick Suzuki sometimes skating into the zone looks lethargic. He looks like he kind of coasts in and he weaves his way in, which is no problem. But other time, this guy flies on the ice. Like he's literally
there was times
flying.
Yes, I agree.
And I find he should do that more in the game. That's one thing that I don't understand on his part. Like he's got some wicked speed.
That's it.
Maybe.
That's why I say it. Like he's got these wicked speed bursts when he actually gets going. He might not have the best acceleration, but his top end speed is goddamn good. And sometimes I find that's underutilized in the game, but on his part. So I don't know.
No, it's I think so. It could be, but I also truly believe losing Caufield, and again, I know we're gonna get to it because there's just a couple more points I want to make about this Bruins game. Going back to Montembeault real quick, like when he robbed Pasternak with the blocker, man, I fucking jumped out of my seat. Like he made 2 huge saves. But honestly, I know the one player that I think we need to talk a little bit more about is Kirby Dach.
There you go, my friend.
And we said this last episode. I know we talked about it, but like
stepping up, man.
He like.
I
really thought.
I still remember who's Kirby Dach. Who's Kirby Dach?
Who said that?
When everyone's trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, but those.
And when I saw his name being available.
Yep.
so AJ, you're like the Kevin Weeks of the Curfew Boys, right?
Bergie must be rolling.
Really, Kevin Weeks
in Los Angeles. Bergie might be rolling. We could never get a center. We can't draft. Yeah. We can't trade for centers. Boom. But look, first fucking year, Kent Hughes gets a fucking.
Yeah,
center.
but hold on a second.
Get out of here.
Hold on. In his defense, for the first time in God knows how long, the Canadians had a surplus of defense.
Because he's not smart, dude. Come on. We all know that's the reason. Fucking first year rookie agent GM, he gets this done. Like, come on. It's called intelligence, Sammy.
He also
IQ.
Yeah, but Bergevin never had
lawyers. You don't fuck with lawyers.
He never had a right-hand man in Jeff
That's
Gordon
true.
either.
That's true. You're right. But maybe he could have. He could have suggested it to fucking.
Look,
Molson.
the reason why they were able to make that trade
is because ripping his biceps.
Is because we had depth on defense. If we didn't, that trade would have never happened. And you know what?
It's a risk, though. It's a risk that he was willing to take.
Of course, it's a risk.
I'm sure Bergie could have taken a risk.
If
didn't have.
Hey, let me lay in a secret on you. If Bergevin never drafts Romanov, we never get that trade done either. I'm just saying, you got to follow the trail. Yeah, I know it depends. I know.
Could have drafted. Wait a second. Was Kirby Dach drafted the same year as Kotkaniemi or the year before?
No, he was drafted number 4 when there was Lafreniere.
So that's
Quentin Byfield, and who was the 3rd overall?
So that's a year before KK.
A year after KK.
It's that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. So yeah, he was drafted in 2019.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He was drafted in 2019.
Wow.
So 2019 was Caufield's year.
Okay.
So
and we had 15th overall, I think, at that point, right?
Yeah, we got drafted Caufield at 15. Zegras was drafted at number 9. It's
what
nuts,
a draft! What a draft!
It's crazy, but like, can Kirby Dach be our version of Ryan Getzlaf in the future?
I wish. He definitely has the size and the reach.
it's
where was it? He actually somebody was saying he reminds them of a younger Jeff Carter too.
okay.
That's another
I
guy
heard,
that's
yeah.
comparable.
Yeah, okay.
And
Hey, dude, Jeff Carter's a winner. Dude, Jeff Carter, Getzlav, Perry, they were all part of that Team Canada in 2003 when they won. Huh? So with Crosby and Bergeron too. So those are excellent comparables.
And Marty St. Louis.
There he is, this fucking guy. You need to brush up on your history, Zook, huh?
Damn it. Are you sure he wasn't in it?
Yeah, I'm 1,000% sure Marty St. Louis was not there. But
Okay.
all that to say, like, I thought he was going to struggle as the second line centerman. His faceoff percentage needs a shit ton of work, but man, his two-way game, he's starting to convince me that he could be that 1A 1B centerman with Suzuki. I don't know what you guys think, but he's been impressive lately.
No,
you know, you're gonna laugh.
He did step up for sure, Adri. Yeah, go, Chris.
I'm still not sold at the center position. I don't know why.
That's
I'm
okay.
just
No,
not-
and it's okay because, dude, I for the life of me, I see. I don't know why. I see.
You got used to him on the first line.
Yeah, but how amazing were they? You can't deny
I
that.
understand, but what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna find someone else to take his spot on the first line.
But I'm seeing more on the
unless
lines.
they draft him this year, I don't know.
It's
There
gonna
you
be
go.
a draft or a trade or whatever. It's not now.
Okay. Go, Chris.
Get over it.
I just don't exactly what you're saying, Adri. I don't see it playing out that Kirby Dach stays at center simply because of, like, look, let's be honest. Habs are, other than if we end up drafting Mishkov, very likely getting a center with our first overall pick.
Bedard's not going center. I'm letting you know right now. Bedard is not going center. There's your guy, Adri. There's your guy. Bedard's going to be first line. You okay? Hold on. But if we do get Bedard, we could speak hypothetically.
Yeah, he'll be on the first line, obviously.
Bedard's not going to be a centerman in the NHL. I'm
he's
willing
gonna
to
fucking
bet that.
play. He'll play with Caufield and Suzuki.
There you go.
Fantilli, for example, I'm thinking more on the lines like I'm dreaming, but I'm not dreaming in Technicolor. Like I see Fantilli coming in to the Canadians, and that's your big centerman. Pierre-Luc at the beginning, who entered a little bit late. I mean, even that we posted it.
It's not. It's the rumors are not stopping about that, huh?
It's not set in stone. Clearly, like there are a lot of other guys.
But it's not going away either.
Exactly. There's so many things that are not going away, and I'm just saying, for now, more than happy to see Kirby Dach. I'm loving, I talked about Suzuki speed. I'm loving the way Kirby Dach is carrying the puck, seeing the play, and really getting into it. But I don't think it's feasible on the long run with the assets that we're going to be able to bring in. Mm-hmm. Kirby Dach is going to be of greater value on the wing to us, and that's my piece.
And this is where I think he's versatile in the sense that if there are injuries down the middle, he could be put in that position, and it's working right now. But to continue on your point, Chris, for some reason, if we don't draft that centerman this year, but we end up drafting Mishkov or Leo Carlson that play wing,
Will Smith.
He's gonna come, dude. Can you imagine? Somebody for sure is gonna make a meme where Will Smith gets on stage and smacks the shit out of Gary Bettman at his draft. Absolutely. Anyways, going back, you bastard. What you maybe? Oh, here we go. I see Owen Beck taking that second line center position if they don't draft. In an ideal world, maybe he's the third line. But if we draft another winger that could play tops, that could be a top 6 player, I see Owen Beck going maybe second line center. Don't forget, we still have Dvorak's fucking stupid contract. Like, he's gonna be playing third line center with that.
That's not a bad third liner.
No, he's not bad. He's not bad as a third liner. But if they don't draft that centerman, I think Owen Beck. I think that's his position to lose in the future. Like he's like Owen Beck is very good. Yeah. Like you're gonna be like Zook, guarantee you're gonna say Owen Beck is what Dano could never be. a 200-foot player that could.
There's a lot of things that Danault cannot be.
Like what? Like what?
Don't let me start.
Well, you can't say he's not a 20-goal scorer because he scored 27 last season. Almost 27 last season.
That was last season. What's this season?
Hold on. Okay, you guys keep
typical.
You guys keep talking, and I'm gonna fucking research. Hold on.
But why is it so typical that one of our players, like you look at Lehkonen too? This guy was. Sammy and I had a saying for every like. There was a way that we said his name, pronounced his name when he used to miss the net.
Out of frustration.
He was the guy who used to be known as like the player who would miss the net, and then he goes to another team and they just pot the goals one after the other. It's always that slap in the face. Our players do not perform here; they go elsewhere, and then they fucking like shove it right in our faces.
Okay,
he scored this many goals.
Well, I mean, when you're playing with Nathan McKinnon and Mikko Rantanen, like that should help. But and Makar too. Sure. But I okay, Zook, how many goals does Philip Danault have right now?
13.
You researching motherfucker. He scored 27 last year. But anyways, all that to say is I think not
you're a 30 goal scorer.
You're gonna love. No, he's not a 30 goal scorer. He almost was though, but that's crazy. Speaking of 30 goal scorers, god damn it. Let's get right to it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, but fuck, man.
Don't you want them to fucking tank? So what the fuck?
I want them to tank while the kids are fucking dominating.
100 goals.
Yes, absolutely. I want them to tank with Cole Caufield scoring 30, 40 goals. That's what I wanted. I said that from the beginning.
Yeah.
So when the news broke out, like everyone was like, fuck it, that's it, we're tanking, it's over, batten down the hatches, this is going to be a fucking shit show, boys. And no, what do? They go and beat the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs in overtime. Rem Pitlick's like, no Cole, no problem. Same on tabarnak in English. fucking sniped a goal. So Cole Caufield's going to need season-ending surgery to his right shoulder. His right shoulder. It was revealed by Marty St. Louis and even Cole's agent, Pat Brisson, that he had this injury for a while now. It's been a couple of months, and he still scores fucking 26 goals. How? I don't know, because this guy's just fucking super talented. Mm-hmm. There's major rumors circulating saying that the reason why they decide to get the surgery done is because there is a contract in place. It's all about,
waiting to announce it.
Waiting to announce it, adjusting the commas and periods and all that bullshit. You know what? All that said and done, I think it raises questions like, is the Montreal medical staff, are they doing their jobs properly? And I understand that players want to play. Kent Hughes said it in his interview that sometimes the players could be their own worst enemy. They'll play through whatever injury they have. They don't care. They want to play. They're competitive. They want to be out there. A guy like Brendan Gallagher probably did his whole fucking career like that, and look, he's gonna be paying the price for that.
Born injured.
Yeah, he was probably born injured with a broken face, and like the guy's still gonna play hockey. Like he doesn't care, and you love having players like that. But it has to raise the question, like, is this medical staff not are they doing their job, or are they good or bad? But it's like they're gonna have to look into it. I think Kent Hughes and the management, they're gonna have to look at their medical staff and be like, okay, why does this keep happening to our players? Why do they keep getting injured? Like you could go as far back to as like Carey Price with his injury issues. You know what I mean? Even though he missed a full year one time, and there was when Mike Condon was in nets, but you know what I mean? Like, is there anything better that the Montreal Canadiens medical staff could do?
Oh, you can't really know what's in the player's mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like I looked at the video this morning or this afternoon of Michael Bournival, whatever he was.
Yeah,
the guy was okay. So he had concussions. This guy was playing because he had the fear of not making the team. So he's like, you know what? I'm not going to tell the staff, but I have a crazy fucking headache, but I'm still going to play. And he did that for 2-3 years, which ended up ruining his career.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the fault of the medical staff because, dude, to a certain point, if you're asking a player how do you feel, and the player says fine, but they're really not.
But if they go through and dude, you're
and they pass whatever they pass. If they do a check, but they pass.
So
okay,
perfect. I'm glad you mentioned this. Then should their so-called medical tests be a lot more?
Probably
be stricter, or listen,
for sure.
How can I word this properly? Should their testing be to the point where the player cannot hide if he has a minor injury or not?
Yeah, but that's
more thorough.
Gonna lie.
Sorry, say that again, Chris.
You're looking for more thorough testing.
That's right.
More tests and more detailed testing.
Sorry. No, for sure. But dude, and man, how many players there's that are slowly coming out saying they got addicted to these painkillers because to hide whatever pain they were going through, because in the fear of losing their job. We need to understand that. I think majority of people don't understand, this is their job. They need to do this in order to somehow live. It doesn't matter if they're making millions or just hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is their livelihood.
Mm-hmm. But hold up. That I want to step in and talk. I can attest to that. We're talking about mental health and whatever. I think it's a great opportunity. Having sold at one part of my earlier in my career, pharmaceutical career, I was selling a product called Narcan. Okay. It was and you're familiar with this because it's a question of life and death when this is administered.
Yeah.
It's naloxone, and it's basically for people who are overdosing on opioids. Now, opioids, why am I mentioning them? Because these painkillers, whether they be morphine or something else, even the best, when I went through the training for this, and it's just, I have to say, I have some sympathy for these individuals because for the hockey players in particular, even medical professionals that end up having a surgery or something like that, knowing the consequences, having that familiar background to these products, they still get addicted to it. It's insanely potent. So I think, you know what, I don't want to fault players for having substance abuse problems. Sorry to say, but that's another thing too. The medical staff should be testing. It's funny because I thought it was an opportunity to kind of loop it into the medical staff and surveillance.
It could be. No, but you're totally on point. Ryan Kessler came out and said he was addicted to these painkillers. And the funny thing is, correct me if I'm wrong, and I did not research this because we're talking on the fly here, but I think Ryan Kessler and a few other players took these same painkillers that these players got addicted to, and I think the medical professional that subscribed these painkillers, I think, is in trouble or got in trouble. Something along those lines. I have to do more research, but I remember hearing about it at the time.
It doesn't surprise me because it's going on across the country, both countries actually, both the United States and Canada, and especially in the United States, they're coming down very, very hard on some doctors for this. So I think I brought it all up for the sake of saying I think this is a lot more common. To Zook's point too, there's also a lot of players that are concealing for the simple fact of it's make or break for them. Yeah. But what I find, that there's also the balance of the players who are performing at the exceptional levels, the ones that are carrying their teams. Not all of them have the healthiest habits, and it's just tragic.
No, but again, it's like we could use the Mikel Bourneval thing. This kid, his dream is to make the NHL. They're gonna do whatever it takes to make it. Like Cole Caufield, he's playing for a contract year. He knows he could score 30, 40 goals. He knows that he could probably get an $8 million contract plus long term. These are guys that are. They're basically, in a sense, fighting for their lives, even if they're playing for a sport. I understand it's a sport, it's entertainment, but this is their livelihood. And again, you're an athlete, you have that competitive nature. You're gonna do whatever it takes to get in there, play, compete, win, and not for yourself, but for your teammates. But but where is the line? Where is the line where teams and managements they unfortunately have to treat this as a business, but at some point, where's the line to be drawn where it's like, okay, look, this player is injured, could we afford to give him another chance once he's clean and healthy, or he's fixed up and healthy? You know what you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, do some of these teams, do they need to have no, we need to win now type of thing? I know I might have opened up a whole can of worms here on that, but this is all part of that. It's all big part of that tangled web that the game weaves. Look at me, I'm a fucking metaphor, huh? You don't need to read books, babe, to figure out how to speak. I just got the dirtiest blank stare ever. No, but seriously, like, what are your thoughts on that? Because it's, thank God. Look, all that to say is, thank God they caught it now in Caufield's career early on. So you could argue it's a lost season. There's no points for whatever, but like, I wanted him to get 30 goals, 30 plus. Maybe, God, who knows? He was on pace to reach 40.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks to see it end, but I rather he gets the surgery now than, and that's why they did it. He gets it now, so he's ready to go next season.
Yeah.
So again, that's confirmation of.
I think they already have a long-term deal. I think the deal was contingent on him getting the surgery.
Okay,
that's what I think.
That's interesting.
You know why? Because whenever you're dealing with long-term contracts, if it is a long-term contract, the team wants to have some sort of security, right, or insurance, if you will, right? So if they know, okay, he's playing with an injury, he could continue, but it may aggravate in the future, and it might shorten his prime years, right? So if the doctor's like, okay, we have this surgery that could be done, it might take 4 or 5 months for it to recover, but he's going to be at 110%. They're like, okay, we're negotiating a contract. What would you fucking bring up to a player now that's in this situation? I'm like, okay, listen, we'll sign you this long-term contract, but you need to get this fucking surgery. That's what I think happened. And they won't be saying that that's going to be the case, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And we're going to see soon how long this contract is.
Well, you could be like, or it could be the other way around. Maybe it was the. Yeah, hold on a sec. I think you're right. Yeah, yeah, it could be. But who said who's the one that said he needs to get the surgery? Was it Pat Brisson, or do you think it was Kent Hughes?
No, so I think the Caufield camp did their tests. They got their medicals, and the doctor said this. So I'm sure Caufield presented this to his agent, and the agent, very close friends with Kent Hughes, spoke to Kent Hughes. They're like, okay, listen, if this is what's happening. So Kent Hughes like, okay, listen, let's sign this contract, which might be a little heavier long term, but you need to get this done, and that's what I think happened.
Okay, interesting.
And Kent Hughes is like, okay, so let's smack him on long-term IR for now and get the surgery, and you're going to come back next year stronger than ever.
Well, the rate for healing is 100%, whatever this procedure is.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
More or less the same thing that Josh Anderson went through.
Right, and look at him.
And he says his shoulder's stronger than the other. The shoulder he got operated on
nowadays
is stronger than the other. So
it's not the 90s anymore, man. It's
no, but I'm not like a lot of fans were worried. Oh my God, shoulder injury. No. He's not going to be the same. It's like
people said the same with Markov. Okay, it was a different nature. It was a different.
Yeah, but that was was an age too, though. He was like 34, 35. That's
but he came back stronger than ever. He had his best hockey after that, man. I'm telling you.
It wasn't as he was better, but like it was like what you're saying.
Dude, but and then he had no injuries from there until 2000 and whatever it was. So
he had no more injury. He had no more injuries until he had no more contract, right?
That's it. Believe it or not.
I
I'm not worried about that.
No, I get it, but I'm trying to think now, like man, if they did get a contract done, like I'm trying to crunch the fucking numbers here. I think
8 million.
I hope so. 8 million for 8 years would be perfect.
I think it's around that.
It's around
that, yeah.
Suzuki gets 7.75.
Those are beautiful contracts, man, for the long term.
And he's there for 7 years. You avoid a bridge deal because, dude, you can't give Caufield a bridge deal. You can't.
No.
You can't because the bridge deal now is going to be worth 7 million. When he's done that,
11.
He scores 30, 40 goals, it's going to go up to 10, 11. And like, no, I don't care if the salary cap is going up. You can't. It's too much. It's too much. It's way too much. We live in a cap era, like we have to.
Think of it this way. Caufield's gone. I don't know how many more rounds in the playoffs than Marner and Matthews,
And
and he's getting the
Nylander.
contract of
And
he's getting
Nylander
and he's.
combined. Yeah.
I was just about to say he'd be getting a contract more similar to William Nylander, which I think out of all those, like bringing in a comparable, William Nylander probably has the best contract out of those 4 or 5 contracts for the most significant Leafs players. If we get Caufield at 8 million, 8 years, that is a complete steal. That is a steal, and I think that's going to leave them a lot of leeway to bring in a lot of good guys to end up making that push for the cup.
But not just that, not just bring in guys. Are you going to sign Caden Gooley long term? Are you going to sign Arbor Jacki long term as Juraj Slafkovsky? Is he going to go long term? Whoever we pick this year in the draft, what about him?
You guys, the second Christmas is right around the corner. Trade deadline is coming.
The second Christmas.
I was just about to say it's already like marked down on the schedule. No work that day.
No work.
Like
I'm not working. I'm not. I'm off. I'm off from work. I'm off from the girlfriend. I'm staying home. Nobody.
We should regroup. We should regroup and watch.
Listen. I'm letting you boys know now. My place is open. The doors are open. You take the day off. You drive all the way to where I live.
Beers on you.
Beers on me. I'll buy Moretti beer up the fucking yin yang. I'm kidding. Like nobody. No, I'm getting up at 7 a.m. Nobody bust my balls. Nobody bust. Yes, exactly. I'm getting up at 7 a.m. 7:01. I'm cracking that beer bottle open.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world.
I am off. I am not fighting. I am not fighting fires that day. I am not responding to any medical emergencies that day. I'm taking a day off, taking a personal day to watch.
Like a true public servant.
There you go. Listen, your tax dollars are not coming to me, motherfucker.
Oh, look,
someone else,
like someone else's, yeah.
To go back to the trade deadline, like I want to already start to say that I think there's an opportunity that we're going to see some like significant veterans possibly on their way out. I want to reiterate even more so, especially with the recent games. I really hope Josh Anderson is one of them that stays. I think he's very, very important.
Somebody offered a first-round pick for him, and the Canadiens said no.
I wouldn't trade at this point in time. I wouldn't necessarily trade. He might be one of those guys on the leadership front that I'm not willing to part ways, and he's going to be very important for the youth movement. But I think so, again, I think there's going to be some significant movement on the veteran side. If not this year, then by the end of next year, I think this team is going to be unrecognizable, and I want to go out on a limb and even say I don't think Brendan Gallagher is going to finish the contract at this point in time. So I think we're in the next 2 years. What's going to happen? The veterans that are on this team.
I don't think, for some reason, I don't see Edmondson going this year. I see him going next year at the end of his contract. I know the trade talks are, the rumors are very high when we talk about Joel Edmondson. But lately, people are saying like the market right now, there ain't much out there in terms of trades. Now, look, we're not even the end of January. We're almost there. But like, I think mid-February that could change, especially considering where certain teams are in the standings, statuses of their players in terms of injury, and likewise. Right now, it seems quiet on that front. But I think after the first week of February, I think you'll slowly start seeing trades being made. I think that could change too in the meantime.
I think what's very interesting, there are two elements. You look at the Eastern Conference, look at Boston, look at what they're doing. Boston might only have to go and trade for a piece or two. I think they're going to be bringing in support players, maybe one big name at the very most. But I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be running, thinking that they may have to face Boston, and they're in no way, shape, or form in a position to beat them. So I think there's going to be a lot of teams in the East that are going to say, man, we're dealing with a historically good team over here. We need to beef up our rosters. We need to go out and get. And then in the Western Conference, it's funny because it's a whole different other thing.
Yeah,
it seems like the parity in the West, there's so many teams that are close to one another that you're going to say, well, we're going to be the team that's going to make the move, that's going to put us over the edge and give us that competitive edge over the other one. So I think the trade market is going to explode within the next month, and that's why I say second Christmas is coming, and that's why on that day we got to do something about it and enjoy it.
Well, you know where I live, so but no, I hope you're right, because I don't know. I don't know if who's going to make trades in the East, but you bring up a good point about like we might be facing Boston if we want to go far in the playoffs in the East. So look, man, there's rumors that like Boston's looking into getting Patrick Kane. There's rumors that the Rangers are looking to get into Borhovat too. Like his name is popping up big time, but like, again, is he going to go out East? Is he going to stay West? Like Vancouver, they're not sure if they want to trade him. So
Vancouver
I mean,
doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
I mean, Vancouver doesn't know what the hell they're doing to begin with. Okay, no, like, my God, like I love how the flow of this episode right into it. What are like, Adrian? What did you think of the whole Bruce Boudreau situation? Like, what a fucking disaster, huh?
But see, everyone bitches about us about that we had to sign 3 coaches all on one team. Now they have all.
They're doing the same thing.
They're doing the same thing.
Yeah, but coaches,
the coaches aren't the fucking problem. It's management's like has no idea.
100%. Oh, 100%.
Now and then they bring in Talkett, and then he gets booed by the fans. Like, it's his fault. It's his fault.
I know. It's well, that's what it is. It's a Canadian market. No, but again, see, that's exactly like you said. That's the mismanagement of that situation. Like that's
mismanagement, and they don't even know.
It's not management. It's ownership.
Sorry, yes. So it's actually it's ownership.
It's ownership. I understand. No, I understand shit flows upwards, but dude, Jim Rutherford's got a. I hate saying the term "do better," because those that say "do better" on Twitter, it's because you can't fucking have a discussion, let alone a debate. Or speak, but like, I hate that term when people reply "do better." Like, shut the fuck up! Like, read a book first and learn how to speak English, you motherfucker. Anyways, but all that to say, you guys are laughing because I'm right. All that to say is that he should not have done that. He should not have gone that way. Like, Bruce Boudreau, like, good for him. He knew he was on death row, and he took it like a pro, took it like a man. But it's like, fuck, like you feel bad for the guy too. Like
but even the players, like Horvat, like he's your captain, and it's like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know, but even with JT Miller, apparently it's not going good either, and I don't know, there's a bunch of
they
shit.
signed him for not, like, he should have been gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like the contract, they signed him, and then he's not.
And that's why they couldn't sign Pettersson to a long-term deal. They would have loved to have signed Elias Pettersson of avoiding a bridge deal, but instead they're stuck. They're stuck with those contract issues. Absolutely. But I want to ask you guys this though: if you were a hockey coach, which situation would you rather have? Like, and it's not to make fun of these situations. And Chris, I know why you're laughing or smiling, because I think you know what I'm going to say. Would you rather have been in the situation like let's take a look, for example, Dominic Ducharme, where it was said and told that no, he's good for the rest of the season. He's going to be here for at least the remainder of the season, then gets fired? Or would you rather be like Bruce Boudreau, like that your time is coming?
So I often joke with
it's two fucked up situations if you think about it.
I often joke with Anthony because he's my boss, right? So
poor you.
I always tell him, like, if ever it comes to the point where you have to fire me, let me know a month in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still work for that month. Give me a month.
Really?
Give me a month.
You would still work.
Of course.
They're telling you, okay, so it's hold on a second.
But it got bills to pay, man.
It's January 1st, Zook. By January 31st or by February 1st, you're done. You're telling me for those 30 days, you're putting in 100,
and I'll work. Yeah, man.
You'll put in that same 100% effort.
100%.
I don't bullshit.
I swear my life.
Shit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
That's only because it's Anthony, his boss.
I don't believe
else.
I don't believe
it. I'd rather not want to work that week and then Friday, as most managers do. Okay, we have to let you go. Business is not doing well. We have to let you go. No, you tell me a month before, and then I'll fucking be fine. Not let me work the week and then the fucking Friday you fire people. That's not how it should be done.
And that's a message to Anthony, yeah, because
no, Anthony knows he's smart.
It's okay. We have to let you. Is that how he sounds?
No. But you know what I mean. So in the hockey case, I would have preferred the Bruce Boudreau exit.
Okay.
Versus you're gonna stay here for 2 years and then you're fired after 2 months. It's like it's no.
It's kind of a fault, but I mean, like, and this is not a knock on Jeff Gorton and the decision he made. Like, it really isn't. I'm just looking at the Bruce Boudreau situation, and I'm trying to see, my God, if that were to have happened in Montreal, like, how would the fans react?
Well,
and then it just reminded me of, my God, like the way Dom Ducharme was let go. Yeah, he was fired, but at the same time too,
rewind
the president of hockey ops comes out and says, no, he's staying here for the remainder of the season. So
okay, but do you remember Pierre Gauthier, what he did to one of his star players?
Yeah,
he's the only
during the fucking game you're traded. Like, to me, that happens in all the fucking teams, in my opinion. But like, our example,
it does not
have been something like what Pierre Gauthier did.
Actually, Matt Duchene got traded mid-game. That's I forgot about
morons. Fucking moron GMs. Like, so it's littered everywhere, dude. There's people like that in society, like the ownership and GMs of Vancouver Canucks. Even their fans are losing it. So there's a sign, like. Anyways, I like Boudreau a lot. Okay, he's more of an old school coach, which I don't see working out in the future. He should retire. I always said it. Or what? Or he's like an assistant?
Yeah, too.
Okay. Yeah, but
replace Alex Burrows. Burrows.
Well, that's the thing, right?
You have the guy who was behind the bench when Ovi and the Caps were dominating on the power play.
Might have ideas.
I know they don't have Ovechkin,
and who did they lose to?
Who's got a shot right around the similar position on the ice?
I get it, yeah, but who did they lose to?
The Canadians.
They lose to Jacques Martin. They lost to Jacques Martin. Take notes after every
Penguin,
every goal. The Penguin. Oh my God, you idiot!
I'm kidding, but like
okay,
saying, right?
so you'd rather
you'd
rather get the Bruce Boudreau treatment than the Dominic Ducharme treatment. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody?
So on my end, it's a 2-part answer. Always has to be. I always have to speak longer than I have to for the sake of talking. Look, in professional sports, and I hate to, sorry, Zuka, you're not exactly on the same level as these guys, but if you were to get fired, I understand that you have preparations to make and you have to plan it out. These guys have more money than they know what to do with it. He doesn't need another job. He can just go home, smoke stogies, and enjoy. But imagine your name is in the newspaper every day. You're getting asked hard questions.
That's the
Maybe
thing,
you feel there's a sense of embarrassment because you're being literally dragged through the mud. In my personal opinion, on that front, as a professional NHL coach, I would rather the Ducharme treatment and it come as a surprise, or the money ball, like just a quick shot to the head. You've been traded. I'll walk you out type of thing. But on the other end, the second part of it is if it was as classless and like public ridicule that the Vancouver Canucks are getting, and they've really done some bad shit. Apparently, they went back to Elliot Friedman and they said, "Well, this is all your fault because you leaked this." This is on you, Vancouver, for being a bunch of degenerates. And in that situation, had you known that ahead, I'd be like, okay, there's 10 minutes left in the game. I'm going to pull the fucking goalie because I feel like it, or something was crazy.
So basically, Jim Rutherford is like, I'm the victim here. So
of course,
do
better.
Yeah,
or you can be like, guys, I don't know, just take a tip of the hat something crazy like, okay, guys, we're gonna execute the flying V, like play or something absolutely stupid.
Offside.
Where, like I'm gonna get fired anyway. Yeah. I want everybody stand in front of the net and just block shot, like turn your back and like.
I would just keep the fourth line for the whole game on the ice. Let's go.
Oh my God,
everyone's barfing,
Jesus Christ! We turned this episode into a whole fucking slap shot situation. Like, what's going on?
No, it's just I would say if you he couldn't do something that was going to destroy his reputation and end up never allowing him to have a job elsewhere. But he could have done something like it would be fun, kind of, to abuse the power and do something a little bit crazy.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any of those players
old.
to do that.
He's
though.
gonna
Like,
retire. It's fine.
No, I don't know. It's and Bruce Boudreau's not the type of guy to pull off some shit like that. Like I love John Tortorella, but like John Tortorella is a little crazy. Like Bruce Boudreau's not.
Love him.
He's not a coach to do that. He's not a coach to make it. He doesn't like the attention. He does not like the attention at all. Like, my God, when he got hired last year and the crowd was chanting Bruce, there it is. Like, he hated it because all the attention was on him. He hated it. He's like, no, it's not me that's making the players win. It's the players that are making the players win. So, like, yeah, exactly. He does not like. He appreciates the love and support, absolutely, but he's not a guy that he doesn't want that attention. He's not gonna go do something stupid like Chris wants to do.
Hey, look, I'm the unprofessional coach here.
I'm for the entertainment aspect of it. Like I would love for a fucking John Tortorella versus what's his fucking face that's coaching in Russia. Remember when it was Vancouver versus Calgary? My God,
Hartley.
Bob Hartley.
Yeah, Bob. There we go.
And Tortorella wanted to go fight him in the fucking at the end of the game. He was fighting off the players just to go get to him. Like that's funny.
Fucking,
you know, like after, but also Bruce Boudreau, he almost got squashed by fucking Patrick Roy in the stanchion. Like he's not gonna
fucking best coach.
He doesn't want to. The fuck no. Oh, did you see what Patrick Roy said?
About the retirement.
Like if my leg is injured, if I can't play because my leg is injured, I'm not gonna be on LTIR. I'm just gonna take my retirement. And then everyone's like, how dare he attack Carey Price on that? It's like,
yeah, of course.
Guys, shut the fuck up, people. Like, my God,
I'm sensitive.
Like, what is this? But for real, what is this fucking sensitivity nonsense? The nonsense bullshit. Sorry, I can't speak. Fuck.
Nonsense.
No, but what is it? What is this? Like, throwing shit at Carey? No, he's not. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
He's basically saying he's taking the professional way out instead of being on.
Well, that's it. But that's just because
like
Patrick
quitting instead of being on CSST.
Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess that's for those who don't know what CSST is. That's it. That's
work
insurance in the work compensation. Exactly. But that's just the kind of guy he is. He's competitive. If I'm not gonna play, if I can't play anymore because my leg is fucked, okay, that's it. I'll call it quits. But he probably doesn't realize that the contracts are involved. It's a lot different from the time that he played. Like, anyways, I don't know. These fucking people, man. Get the fucking sensitive shit stick out of your ass and do better.
Better.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up real soon because boys, do you have anything else to add before we wrap this up?
I think we covered it all.
I think we covered it all.
We've said it all. As
Did they announced the contract yet?
No.
Whose contract? Caufield?
Caufield.
Not yet, man.
I don't think
we'll know towards trade deadline. My take.
You think they're gonna announce it at trade deadline?
I think they're gonna announce it before the end of the year for sure. But I'm saying trade deadline era. So when's trade deadline? End of March, February? So beginning of March. That's when we'll know. I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Do we place a friendly wager?
We can internally.
Okay. Hold on, because trade deadline is March 3rd. You're coming to my place March 3rd to watch trade deadline. Hold on, you got to bring something. What do we do? What do we do? If they don't announce it, you got to. Fuck.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm thinking about this. You got to do something to. If my roommate,
I say you drink.
You got to do something to my roommate. I don't know what exactly, but you're gonna probably have to do something to my roommate that I want to see.
I have a lot of ideas, but I don't know if it's safe to say on this fucking.
And if you win, what do I have to do?
You're gonna have to body check someone in public.
Have to body check my roommate.
Yeah, it has to be in
public, random.
In public. So,
oh my God!
Approach a person who has their house on fire, who's panicking. Fucking nail them,
dude.
I'm kidding. I'm just picture that visual. Come on, picture that visual. It's hilarious. Come on. And then Cole Caufield's contract's released.
You're fucked in the head. That's what
I'm very fucked. No, I'm kidding. But we'll definitely find something to bet on. But I think we're gonna know.
Okay,
around that time in early March for sure.
if the temperature allows for it, we should all bring our skates and stuff. You have like a tennis ball, and we take a slap shot at the other person. Like at one guy has to stand in front of the net. You just all of us line up for a slap shot.
Ball?
Puck is a little excessive without any padding, but I figured tennis ball was a nice in between.
What about the orange ball then?
Real quick, I know we keep saying I'm gonna add this. Did you guys see? I'm not stop. You're gonna make me laugh. But did you see the puck that's made for those with impaired vision playing hockey?
Yes, I saw that video.
You can see it from the moon, I think.
Dude, that thing is fucking huge.
Yeah, there you go.
I like the technology behind it is cool, but like, geez, you see some of these guys skate. Holy fuck! Like they're amazing, but they're playing with this big.
They're brave.
They're playing with this big fucking thing. It's
yes, but they're not fully blind. Like
no, I know they're not fully. Well, the goalies are actually.
They're quasi blind.
The goalies are fully blind. No, I'm serious.
Not the show.
I think Stevie Wonder tried to play hockey as well.
Why are you guys laughing? Can you stop? What are you doing? What? I'm serious. I'm trying to talk. We were talking about a hockey puck, and I saw a video of it. But I'm just asking if you guys seen it.
No, yeah, man, I didn't see it yet.
I'm complimenting. I'm not making fun. Like, and I'm stating facts. No, dude,
I'm laughing at the joke. I'm not laughing at
You're gonna post this as a reel, Sammy.
No, but what joke? There's no joke. It's
the Stevie Wonder joke.
Well,
hey, listen. He
has good hearing, man.
There's some that say he's not totally blind. So,
well,
that's it.
And yes, I saw the video. And
it's impressive. I'm just saying it's impressive.
It's black and yellow jerseys because that's the best.
You see those contrasts, right?
Yeah, the goalies are 100% blind, but like it's like they're on their knees the entire time, and the net is.
Does the puck have like a sound?
Yes, it has a rattling sound.
So they could turn their heads towards it, you know.
Then this is not. We're not trying. to. I have to before I'm completely canceled. Since when did you become an expert on blind people playing hockey?
Because I read it.
Yes, but it's the way you're saying it too. It's just like
because I read it. I read it somewhere. I read on social media. They were showing videos. And the description was that it's only the goalies that are totally blind. Like,
that's amazing.
Yes, but even why would they do that?
I don't know why they would do that, but fuck, like it's that's
like it's not like I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying not to be a ass or anything, but if the guy's fully blind, like again, how hard the puck is it?
Well, because
how hard is the puck?
Well, first of all, that thing is fucking huge, and there's that rattling sound, so they follow the fucking sound.
If a guy takes a shot and he can't see, and it's coming in at a high velocity,
but
like,
I don't think.
It's so easy to trick the guy though. You have another player rattle something next to him, but the actual puck is on this other side. They flip it in. It's very easy to trick these people, man. Just rattle something in both sides, you know, like the goal's here.
Yeah, but they don't. They can't see far enough to take a shot from the fucking point. Like,
got it.
Okay. Yeah, but still, it's still taking a shot.
Yeah, but the puck is getting close to them. Like, they need to get the players that can't see well need to get close enough to know. Okay, maybe here I could score.
Interesting.
Oh God.
Okay. It's just like you said,
much trouble.
I like that game. I'm gonna check it out.
That's a disclaimer. We're not making fun of them. We're
understand.
We're learning, guys.
Hats off to them. It is. You know, for that term is overused. Brave. Oh, you're so brave. No. But seriously, it takes a certain amount of bravery to actually do that. And I mean, they're putting themselves in a position to be extremely injured. Like, hats off to them. That's
again. You watch those videos. There's guys there that could skate just as well as the fucking NHLers. All right. I think we got to end this episode before we fucking.
That's amazing.
Oh, So if you enjoyed here, you could listen to all our other episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and hear and see us as well on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to whatever followers are remaining on our Instagram account, Facebook account, and Twitter and TikTok. So, boys, next episode, do we continue this trend or do we keep it cleaner next time?
Let's make it even dirtier.
Let's make it even dirtier. Thank God Anthony's out here. Anyways, gentlemen, until next time.
Bye
now.
Good night.